not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rich. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's quick. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
The inside handoff. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and shoot.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, ECU.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Making side adjustments here. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on the video.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. down in the red zone. It's Williams. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Touchdown, Pirates! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Algier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. using his legs. It's Algier. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. He might want another play. Lewis to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the quarterback could have found somewhere else to go with the football on that one. His intended target was not open. As a result, easy incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over 1st and goal at the 1. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Lewis wants to pass. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Through a pick the last time they had it, they'll try to be more productive this time around. Picked off,
taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rich. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling.
There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. To short hands, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Grab near the sticks. It's quick. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
If
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The give is to Williams. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5. Defenses stopping the run, and you know in this area of the field it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, And that's why that one fell incomplete.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Hussein. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bucs. They'll immediately call timeout.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Trying play action. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Algier. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Soften him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down in the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That's caught. It's Wilson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Lewis to throw. Quick completion on the out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Haul that baby in and then stroll it into the end zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Pirates just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he throws another interception. His 4th of the night. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Colorado! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Toledo. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Hey, he's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do you do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Yeah, you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man, and I would too, by the way. You got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play. Set those feet first, then you give it to him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
They booted away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws at the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Look out, he's got room. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Sends it back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Caught over the middle. It's Udowski. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gets the back moving. Using his feet. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes will snap it on first and 10.
Get set.
Looking for space. It's Algier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Second down coming up.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might be calling a hot route. Lewis to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bucks! A great catch and run for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
And he tacked on the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it by one in from the 13 for the score. Coming out with it, it's Johnson.
The return.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The quick out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's quick. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Using the quick game. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And the Pirates have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next run.
Looking for a gap. It's Algier. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
At the 45 on its way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Rich. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And the quarterback takes a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff